What is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome to another awesome episode of the Arrington Gavin Show. I am your friend, your homie, your buddy old pal. I'm your host, Arrington Gavin. Thank you so much for tuning in to another great show. This is, I believe, episode 133. That's right, 133. Very excited to join you for another great conversation on some trending news and thought-provoking topics from the fields of politics, sports, pop culture, and all the above. No guests, by the way, planned for you all today, so you just stuck with me. Be happy. I know you're probably like, oh, stuck with this guy again. Yes, you're stuck with me, and you're going to be stuck with me for a long time. All righty, okay, let's get it going. First and foremost, I gotta acknowledge, be sure if you haven't yet, uh subscribe and follow our YouTube channel, our Smooth Club Media. We have some great content up there. If you prefer to actually watch me instead of listening to me, then I highly recommend to go to our YouTube channel, the letter R, and then Smooth Club Media. Also, Rumble. If you are a Rumble subscriber or a Rumble user, you can follow the Arrington Gavin Show on Rumble. So do me a favor, do that now. Subscribe, hit the like button, give us, leave some great feedback, share with your friends and families. Also, you can tune in on all digital and streaming platforms to the Arrington Gavin Show. So wherever you get your podcast, you can tune in to the Arrington Gavin podcast, whether that's yes, iHeart, Spotify, you name it. You can follow us on all podcast platforms. Again, all podcast platforms. I would like to thank my fam, my WDJY 99.1 FM family. You can be listening to us right now as we speak on their station weeknights, Monday through Fridays at 11 p.m. Again on WDJY 99.1 FM Straight Talk out in the Metro Atlanta area. So I'm very excited to be a part of that growing radio station, and just very honored again to be a part of that platform to share just straight talk, a variety of great talkers and hosts on that platform. So very excited to be growing one as a independent show, but also just blessed for that people give me the opportunity to continue to grow my audience and listenership. So again, I truly thank all of those who have been supporting since day one. Couldn't do without you. Also, I have to acknowledge some more supporters of the show, like Ingenious Gin. Ingenious Gin is a rose gold veteran-owned gin brand. For all you gin connoisseurs, I highly recommend to add this to your collection. Collection of other gins, or just add it to your bar at the house. I'm telling you, it is so smooth. I myself preferably a brown bourbon whiskey guy, so I was never really into the gin the gin category. In a sense, I was never a fan of gin until I had Ingenious Gin. It's very smooth, very clean. You can have it on ice, you can have it neat, it's a great they have amazing cocktails as well. Visit their website, www.ingeniousgin.com. You can get recipes from there. Also, you can order online, or you can visit your local ABC or spirit stores in your area and grab yourself a bottle of Ingenious Gin. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. And do me a favor, make sure to drink responsibly. Also, Rugged Evolution Beard Care. Rugged is the new smooth is their slogan. It's an amazing all-natural men's grooming line with 17 scented beard balms, beard oils, conditioner shampoos, leave-in moisturizers, body wash, body lotion, you name it, they have it. Face cleansers. They have everything you need to help take care of your temple externally. And guys, let's be honest, we are never good on taking care of ourselves. For one, you rarely go to the doctors, so that's not taking care of your body internally. But y'all don't care about your appearance. You know what I mean? You don't care sometimes about your style. You don't care about smelling good and having a well put together beard or goatee and this and that. And it's like, look, y'all gotta, just because y'all have a girlfriend, or just because y'all have a partner, doesn't mean y'all just fall off and just be like, I'm not gonna take care of myself. I don't need to, exercise. I don't need to, wear nice clothes. No, you still got that. You still got to keep that part going, because at the end of the day, you have your body, your looks. That's a part of your brand, and your brand is always important, because a lot of people can judge by your brand. Okay, so be sure to check out Rugged Evolution beard care products. For more information, visit their website online. You can shop online at www.ruggedevo.com. Again, that's ruggedevo.com. Follow them on all social media platforms, and you can also find them online as well as Walmart online, okay, and Amazon. So they're a growing company doing some great stuff out there. I'm a user myself because I sport a beard, so they're great products. I will kid you not on that. And also Bernardo's Menswear. I mentioned about taking care of our appearance, right, when it comes to clothes, and Bernardo Johnson, he makes sure that you are looking sharp, up to date on stuff. He just keeps you swagged out from head to toe. Business casual, just going out, chillaxing. I'm telling you, he has the eye for style. I've gotten suits, button-up shirts, shoes, you name it. It's awesome. Minority-owned business as well. On this show, we support our veterans and we support small businesses and minority-owned businesses. We're huge advocates for that. You can check him out in person if you happen to be in the Hampton Roads, Virginia area. Visit him at his store location located in MacArthur Mall on the first floor in the heart of downtown Norfolk. Let him know that Arrington sent you, or you can shop online at www.bernardosmenswear.com. Again, that's bernardosmenswear.com. Also, I've mentioned in the beginning about how you can continue to tune into the platform on the digital circuit. You can find us again, Rumble, YouTube, WDJYFMonline.com, WDJY.com. If you happen not to be in the Hampton Roads, in the metro, if you're not in the metro Atlanta area, be sure you can listen online. Again, that's www.wdjyfm.com. Or if you're in the metro, hey, just turn on the radio dial to WDJY 99.1 FM. All righty. Now that I got that spiel going, look, we have a lot to impact on this show. So the last program that I didn't have time to mention about this story, but I'm going to be bringing up the candidate running for governor in the state of California. He happens to be, he's currently the lieutenant governor, Mark Robinson. He's been a very interesting man, if I might say. He's been known to have a lot of viral moments throughout his campaign. Now, he is the Republican nominee for the governor's seat in North Carolina. He's recently said some off the wall stuff, which I will impact here on the program. Also, we will talk about what do we have going on today's slate. Let me check out my notes here. We're going to be discussing, of course, question of the day. We're going to be talking about Bronny James, the son of King James. LeBron James, NBA superstar and businessman LeBron James. We're also going to talk about a multi-time award-winning artist and Hall of Fame songwriter Missy Elliott. My girl, she happens to be a Hampton Roads native, so she's a huge I'm a huge fan of her. As well as stuff happening in Los Angeles, California. Yes, that's right. A lot of stuff is happening there as well. But before we get going, we're going to do a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. Do not change that dial. We'll be back with more here on the Arrington Gavin Show. All right, my friends, we are back here on the Arrington Gavin show. So, look, as I mentioned earlier, a lot of stuff has been just what else can go wrong in Los Angeles, California? Like, literally, what else, right? So, I have family in the California area. I've visited there many times. You know, nice state, good weather, nice restaurants, good scenery. But I'll be honest, it's a lot of overkill. Like, I feel like it's overhyped. Like, really, like I don't see the hype with California. Now, if you happen to be into beaches and you love that tropical atmosphere and that tropical scenery, yes, that's your place to be. But you can't stop by saying, okay, look, I see like villages of homeless people, like tents, loads of neighborhoods of tents, because you have a high homeless rate in California. Also, the cost of living is insane. I don't understand it, but it is insane in California. Also, uh literally, if I'm like rushing to use the restroom and I'm sitting in the restaurant, the door is locked. Why? Because again, I go back to homeless rate. You have earthquakes, you have forest fires, you have mudslides, you have, I mean, what, like, you have so much stuff happening. And now you're having a lot of burglaries, but like a lot of theft happening in homes. So recently, and this is mainly in celebrity homes, but recently Marlon Wayne's of the Wayne brothers, the successful Wayne's family, as well as in Living Color, actor, comedian, the whole nine yards. His home was recently burglarized, and his brother Keon Wayne's, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, Kenyon Wayne's, Keon Wayne. I'm not going to continue to screw up the name, but the one Keenan Ivory Wayne's was actually present at the home. So this is actually Brother Huffington Post. I'm reading a little bit more on this story. It says here, had a hilarious Marlon Wayans had a hilarious message to any would be robbers after his home was burglarized. He said the thieves took a safe and thousands of dollars from Wayne's Los Angeles area residency while he was away last week. Now, he said his brother Keenan Ivory Wayans was at the home, was awakened by some noise, but didn't realize what was happening, and he went back to sleep. That man said, thought I heard something, going back to sleep. Like, it's hilarious because it says okay, it says the most valuable thing in my house. This is quoted by Marlon Wayans. The most valuable thing in my house is my house. He said, so unless you're going to put that ish on a truck and drag it away, then hey, man, you did well. But I don't own ish. um, the actor said that he doesn't wear jewelry, pointing to fake ring on his hand. He says, I'm not flashy, no jewelry, no necklace. I don't have cash. I use credit cards. Uh, yep. So everybody was fine, but it's unfortunate that his home was robbed. And then recently, right after that, bodybuilder Simeon Panda's LA home was burglarized. Okay, so it says here's yeah, it was his Los Angeles home was burglarized. Now, I've heard many times of celebrities' homes being burglarized, and in my mind, I'm like, okay, you're a celeb. So like, you don't have an alarm system. Now, I mean, yet everybody's always saying, well, you don't have security. That's another thing. But like, get an alarm system. That's a one way to at least start something. But yes, you're a public figure, so you don't have anywhere, any protection at your home, no one person on duty. I mean, seriously, like, it's intense out here. And I think they just assume because they live in Los Angeles and they're in a well put together area, people just are free to do, they're not as aware and as they think everything is safe. What I'm trying to say is, they think that since you're in a safe neighborhood, that you don't have to overly secure your home or your belongings. You always have to overly secure your home and belongings. So, for example, I know people that will keep their cars unlocked, right? They keep their cars unlocked. I I mean, I'm sorry, but I don't know a lot of black people that that do that. I will just say a lot of my friends that are not African American they tend to keep their vehicles unlocked, whatever. And I'm like, why? Like, why do you keep? And I could be wrong. This could be a multiple, a thing. I don't know if it's a culture thing. I don't understand. But why do you keep your home? Or excuse me, why do you keep your car unlocked? I don't understand. But I bring all that to say, celebrities, man, invest in a security system. Like, it's unfortunate because Los Angeles, it doesn't help people to move to California. Again, in the public eye, they see homeless, 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 and crime. That's everything that they're seeing in the media, right? In the mainstream media. That's what we're seeing from the outside looking in about California, about Los Angeles. Now, and about the cost of living. Hello, I believe Los Angeles and New York City are the two most expensive cities to live in the United States. Like they are the most expensive cities out of the 50 states. Um, yeah, it's an unattractive thing. It makes it easier for someone to say, "Nope, I'm never moving or never moving or visiting California." And can you blame them after hearing all about this stuff? Like I mentioned before, hey, mudslides, earthquakes, cost of living is sky high, homeless everywhere. Like I do not need to ever. I mean, like I said, I visit because I have family there, but I would never pick that as my residency. I wouldn't. I would not. Yeah, if I'll come to visit here and there, but as calling it my home, no can do. Can't do it. Can't do it. But I wanted to bring that up. Okay, moving on. Also want to talk about how awesome the legend Missy Elliott. That's right, that Missy Elliott. How of a great person she is. So, fun fact: Missy Elliott is from Portsmouth, Virginia, which Portsmouth is a part of the seven cities of my hometown. So, I'm a resident of Chesapeake, Virginia. A lot of people might be familiar with Virginia Beach, Virginia, because you have the beach and this and that and the other. Hampton Roads is known for being a military town. We have multiple military bases and a lot of great stuff in Hampton Roads, right? A lot of great stuff in Hampton Roads, but a lot of great things come out of Hampton Roads. Excuse me, like Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott is one of the most highly publicized women, most influential figures in music, okay, in the entertainment industry. Uh she has a street named after her in I believe in Portsmouth. She continues to do great stuff for the community in Portsmouth, and she visits nonstop, still has family out here, and she's just awesome. But I'm bringing this up because recently Missy Elliott revealed, because she's just kicked off her first ever, I believe, tour that she's headlining. Could you imagine? Out of all the years you've known Missy Elliott, this is the very first time that she's headlined a tour. She's headlining a tour. So, and my wife and I, we were actually thinking about getting some tickets. To be honest, I know Busta Rhymes is a part of it, and maybe Sierra. Don't get me lying, but I know Busta Rhymes is a part of that tour. And I'm just like, oh man, this is gonna be dope. This is Missy Elliott. It's gonna be a big party regardless. And she's gonna be doing the dance moves and all that other stuff, pop locking and whatnot. Like, I mean, it's Missy. So anyway, recently she had to sit down and she revealed she previously put tour plans on hold to take care of her dying dog. She said, I stayed home a lot. Now, this reported by People Magazine. She had mentioned that she had took the time off to take care of her 17-year-old dog who was dying. The late pet greatly influenced her decision to embark on her upcoming tour. The hip hop icon, who's 50, she's 52 years old. Go ahead, Missy, you look great for your age. Revealed ahead of her upcoming tour, Out of This World, the Missy Elliott Experience, that she previously postponed going on tour several times, most recently to look after her beloved dog Hoodie, who died in November. She said, I stayed home a lot because I didn't want to go out on the road and something happened. She then said, exclusively told People Magazine, he was 17 and lived a long, happy life. She adds that her senior dog was so pretty and lived a very long time. After Hoodie's death, Encouragement from her friend Sierra helped motivate Elliott to tour again. So I had, okay, now I can leave the house without having to worry about anything. Because one thing, Missy Elliott, she doesn't have any kids, so this is, that was her baby, that was her child. She recalls thinking after Hoodie's death, so Sierra and my dog played a big influence in me making the decision to go out. Elliott won't be alone on this tour. She will be accompanied by her dog, Miss Fendi Dior. Miss Fendi Dior. She's 6 years old. The Grammy-winning artist says so she's got her clothes ready to go out on the road with us. It'll be fun. Elliott notes that her new pup loves to dress up and was excited to wear matching outfits with her on the tour. That is hilarious. One thing, going back to California, y'all love y'all pets. Everything is pet friendly. Everything is pet friendly. Like, it was, again, I'm from the East Coast, so going to the West Coast, you start really seeing like style and cultural differences. And I was in the Old Navy, and I'm like, there's a dog in the Old Navy. Like, what's up with that? I mean, it's just you got to get used to it. You got to get used to it. And I love my dog. I'm not like anti, like, friendly or pet friendly. I mean, I think it's very smart. It's smart business. I really don't care for pet friendly places, just because, I mean, if I'm in a place and he drops a turd on the floor and I smell it and it stinks, or pees, it's just like, it's even though if you clean it up, it's just I don't know. I think they go a little overboard with the whole pet friendly atmosphere. But like I said, I love my dog. If there's places that are strictly for the pets, okay, but it's like, you don't need to make everything pet friendly. Let's see here. It says here, okay, Missy Elliott's tour already kicked off this past 4th of July. So she's going to be doing some great stuff. It says here, Elliott says she has been stepping up rehearsal in preparation for the tour start. It's full days. Then I go home and the work continues, but I feel good. I'm super excited. So that's awesome. I'm very excited. It looks here, yes. So Sierra and Busta Rhymes will also be a part of this. Will be a part of this tour. So yes, Missy Elliott headlining. You got Sierra and Busta Rhymes a part of it. Sounds like a pretty popular tour to me, buddy. Sounds like a pretty popular tour. So shout out to Missy Elliott again, Hampton Roads native, and I hope that I can get the opportunity to interview her on this program, because I think that would be a great just great interview. Again, there's nothing but great stuff about her, her family, awesome people, and just very excited to see Missy continue to get her flowers that she deserves, because I feel like she was never received all the credit that she really deserves, right? I want her to get all the awards. I want her to make all the money, all the success. I hope this tour sells out, and yeah, I think it's going to be great stuff. So guys, look, we're going to do another quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll have more here on the Arrington Gavin program. Don't go anywhere, and do me a favor, do not change that dial.
Become a man of distinction with Rugged Evolution Beard Care. Order our scented beard oils and beard balms to help you maintain and grow the perfect beard. Order today. Try our men's care products like the full body exfoliating cleansing bars, body wash, smooth stash, and more. Log on to our website or download our app to place your orders. Rugged Evolution Beard Care. We're your luxury but affordable men's care line. And remember,
rugged is the new smooth.
What is going on, my friends? Welcome back to the Arrington Gavin Show. This is a show where we discuss trending news and thought-provoking topics from the fields of politics, sports, pop culture, and all the above. I am your host, Arrington Gavin. Thank you again for tuning in. So, we're going to move on to our next story of the day. Mark Robinson. So, he currently serves as the North Carolina lieutenant governor, who is also the Republican nominee for governor of the state of North Carolina. Now, in the beginning of this show, I had mentioned that he has been quite a viral individual, and I feel like it's been, it's been for the wrong, of course, for the wrong reasons, but it's helped his campaign. He is already been endorsed by Donald Trump, former President Donald Trump. He is again, he's the Republican nominee, so that shares a lot because there was a lot of people that were at the time running for the exact same seat. And I'm just reading some of other crazy remarks, controversial remarks that he has had. Let's see here. I'm trying to find some that are yes, I mean, he's called publicly, he's called Obama a worthless anti-American atheist. Oh my goodness. Called Michelle Obama a man. He's called crude terms really to just women in general and to different cultures and ethnicities. He is, let's see here. Yeah, he literally he will personally attack target groups. He will verbally insult them with using some hateful words to individuals and certain groups. And it's unfortunate that, once again, you have individuals like this person that has a huge platform. I mean, they're saying he has over 100,000 followers on Facebook. I mean, that's disgusting. So again, that's the world we live in. Says here, he's called the civil rights movement a communist plot to subvert capitalism. This guy is, Lord, I ain't gonna look. I got too much class. I'm not gonna say what I really want to say, but this man could go scratch because he is the perfect example of ignorance. Extreme, like he is a high scholar in ignorance. He doesn't care about anybody else but himself and his own well-being and his own success. He's even risking insulting individuals. Like, you heard what I said earlier about what he had called the Obamas insulting, right? He thinks that's what it takes to be a servant of the community and help lead a state or help just be a leader in general, is to insult people and to attack to share hateful comments directed to specific groups. I mean, it's insane. So let me bring up recently what he had said, and I'll impact a little more about really the background of this man. Well, before I do that, I'll just say, so yes, he currently serves as lieutenant governor. As a member of the Republican Party, he is the first African American to hold the office of lieutenant governor in the state of North Carolina. Let's see here. Robinson has promoted various far right conspiracy theories. I mean, this is in this, and he's also he served a short stint in the United States Army. What got him into office is what I'm trying to figure out. How did he even get to this level of let's see here. So he's always been kind of like a far right viral sensation. That's what pretty much helped lead him to where he's at now. And I'll be honest, being I feel like in today's time, if you are a black man or just a black conservative, there's you receive a lot of opportunities, not for the right reasons, but you receive a lot of opportunities and avenues and money and this and that and the other, because I feel as though they think, okay, look, it's a rare breed of black conservatives in the public eye, right? Like, there's not a lot of Larry Elders, there's not a lot of I don't know, obviously guys like Mark Robinson. There's I'm trying to think of some more. Kim Kalesic, I believe her name is. She's running for she's based out of Baltimore. She's running for Congress out of Maryland. Byron Donaldson, Wesley Hunt. There's not a lot of, I mean, Sage Steele, she's now a conservative commentator now, right? She sees an avenue. Jason freaking Whitlock. Like, Jason Whitlock is a perfect example. They might be related. I mean, that's literally how they act, and it's disgusting because it's like they always speak against anything black related. They always find a way to be like, well, this is the reason why they're losing their mind. That's the reason why they're like, I mean, it's like they never side for good. They side for bad or evil. It's disgusting. Let me pull up this soundbite for you, and we'll get it going from there. Because this was recently at let me see. This was recently at a church, I believe he was speaking at. He went on this bizarre rant, and of course it went viral because a lot of stuff that comes out of this dude's mouth is viral. And the sad thing is, controversy sells. So if it's controversial, it's gonna get looked on so many outlets, and a lot of people are gonna enjoy it, and some people are gonna hate it. But at the end of the day, it's gonna go viral, and everybody wants to go viral, which I don't understand why, but because they think that's how you're accomplishing, you're doing good, is when you go viral.
Some liberal somewhere is going to say that sounds awful. Too bad. Some liberal somewhere is going to say that sounds awful. Too bad. Get mad at me if you want to. Some folks need killing. It's not a matter of.
I mean, do you hear this nonsense? Y'all did hear that, right? I mean, what is I don't understand. So to go more in depth with that, this is a report by the Huffington Post. It says here, North Carolina Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson, the state's Republican nominee for governor, declared that some folks need killing in a bizarre rant at a church on Sunday. He quotes, "It's time for somebody to say it. It's not a matter of vengeance. It's not a matter of being mean or spiteful. It's a matter of necessity." A conspiracy theorist who is endorsed by former President Donald Trump, convicted felon President Donald Trump. So when you have, it says here, when you have wicked people doing wicked things, torturing and murdering and raping, it's time to call those guys in green and go have them handled. Or those boys in blue and have them go handle it. y'all pray for this country. Y'all really, 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 really have to pray for this country. Now, I have friends that live in the Carolinas, in North Carolina. I'm not too far. I mean, I'm right next to North Carolina. Um, y'all really have to pray. You have to pray. You have to vote. You have to really do your research on who you elect in office, because when you give people certain power to 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 create laws and rules within a state, and North Carolina is a big ass state. Okay, it is a large state, and a lot of people follow. A lot of other states will follow other states, right? A lot, especially like the large ones like the Carolinas. A lot of people will follow. Oh, this state's doing this, well, let's do that here, and that will happen. Like in the state of Virginia, it could happen in Georgia. It can happen anywhere. Um, the unfortunate thing is, again, I did not think this man will even. He's lieutenant governor, obviously. And the interesting thing, I believe the governor of North Carolina is a Democrat. So I've always tried to understand how that flows. So I used to think that both both governor and lieutenant governor had to be from the same party. That's what I always assumed, but obviously I'm wrong. Well, let me check that real quick. Yes. So yeah, Roy Cooper. Roy Cooper is a Democrat. So, oh man, I mean, I know he got his work cut out. I mean, how how do you even share the same room with an individual like this? And I mean, majority of the functions that he speaks at, and that a lot of his voters, he's usually the only black person in the room talking this crazy mess. But he has his supporters. There's black people that are going to vote for him. I mean, it's you should never use those words when you're talking about an election or a race. Like you're saying, okay, they need to be dealt with. Like what? See, this is what kills me with people that support. I'm sorry, President Donald Trump, because those same words that Trump has been so controversial, it leads to other people following that controversial, and sometimes even trying to go above and beyond, because they're thinking, okay, if I can make it even 10 times or 20 times stronger, maybe my success could even boost up higher or skyrocket it faster than I really am, right? You can get school board members now that will be very controversial. People on smaller positions in politics. Now, this guy's much higher because he's lieutenant governor right now, nominee for the governor seat. But he's being controversial because now he knows that that's what's attracting to conservative voters. And the sad thing is, and I spoke with my friends in the in the Republican Party, people like this guy does not represent what they want to see. It sucks because, hey, he's on the rise and he has this position now, but they wish they had other options and better alternatives, because at the end of the day, I personally believe that whether you're a Democrat or Republican or an independent, everybody wants to see the same common goal, but the steps are differently, right? We all have different steps getting to that common goal, but the fact of the matter is, like, with people having different steps, they always disagree and they go back and forth and yada. Like this is like war. This is insane. Like, people need to calm down. Really, y'all need to calm down. But like I said, for those out in North Carolina, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you, because this man right here is, whoo, he's interesting. That's all I can say. I mean, just I'm not even gonna say interesting. He's ignorant. Complete ignorance. Complete ignorance. I'm trying to figure out what was his. Served the army. He later attended North Carolina A&T State. Wow. And worked in several furniture factories. While working in the furniture manufacturing, I'm just I'm gonna have to talk a little more about him a little later on in some more shows. But I mean, this North Carolina, that's all y'all got. That's all y'all got. North Carolina. I mean, dang. I gotta go to a commercial break. I just after reading that, man, I gotta go to another commercial break. When we come back, we'll have more here on the Arrington Gavin Show. Don't go anywhere, my friends. Yeah, this that was a lot. That really was a lot. How we looking with time? Okay, we're doing good with time. So yes, we're gonna do another commercial break. Don't go anywhere, my friends. We'll be back with more here on the Arrington Gavin Show. All right, my friends, welcome back to the Arrington Gavin Show. Check this out. So the question of the day is: Would you move to Italy for $32,000, and the opportunity of having a home fixed up there for you, already ready and paid for? Would you? Would you? Okay. So I bring this up because, well, how about this? Let me play the soundbite for you, and I'll explain that the reason of me asking that question to you all.
There's an amazing new initiative in Italy. Pay attention, people. This is real. The region of Tuscany is looking for anyone, really, who wants to move there and buy a home. They're offering up to $32,000 to help defray the cost of renovations if you buy a home in any one of 76 small towns, some are on your screen right now, that have suffered a population loss in the last few decades. So they're trying to rebuild the region. There are some conditions, and again, this is serious. I think some people will really be thinking about this. You get up to $32K for the renovation.
Okay.
You have to commit to a 10-year residency, and this has to be your permanent home. There's an amazing new initiative in Italy. Pay attention, people. This is real.
Okay, so that was reported from that was on CBS This Morning News, and to read a little more about what he was explaining. So it says here, Tuscan officials created a $3 million fund to incentivize people to move to the rural courtside. The fund will pay people grants of up to $32,000 to move to Tuscany, and fix up a home there. The grants pay 50% of the renovation costs. Applicants must make the property their primary home. So this is reported by Business Insider. Says here, it says, imagine waking up each morning to a view of the Tuscan courtside, making your home in the romantic Italian region known for its dry red wine, medieval architecture, and olive grove. I mean, I think about it. I'll think hard on it. Because for one, to my knowledge, okay, here's another one by Forbes. So, says here, Tuscany is trying to lure new residents to a rural mountain communities with grants ranging, and I've already mentioned. Says here that they've had a lost a population loss, so they're trying to add more people to it. There are 76 towns to choose from, and the locations are appealing. Build on a steep rock. I can't even pronounce that word, so I'm not going to say it, but a small medieval village in the foothills of the Ramema, the spa town of San Sam Cassia Cascadi. I cannot say that is. Ooh, that is difficult to pronounce. Long story short, it's nice, it's relaxation, it's a beautiful area. So the question I share with you all: would you consider this? Would you move? Would you move? For 32,000 $32,000. They're covering 50% of the cost. It says here, putting an average 12,000 square foot home there is around $266,400. Not bad, not bad. Says here the median price per square foot is around $222. That's not bad at all. Y'all, I might be simulcasting this show out of Italy before you know it. I don't know about that. Because if you got doggone Mark Robinson running stuff up there in North Carolina, God forbid what's gonna happen. I mean, good gracious, you got crazy people like him. Let me go ahead and move to Italy stress-free, enjoying some delicious red wine. Because I like my wine, I like dry red wine. Yes, I do. Probably have a glass later this evening. But that is interesting. I thought that was very interesting. So yeah, think about that. Think about that. Share that story with a bunch of people and let me know what's your thoughts by DMing me at the Arrington Gavin Show on Instagram, or you can again leave a comment in this episode when it's on YouTube, Rumble. Yeah, shoot us a contact. Shoot us a contact. I'm curious. I'm very curious to get your take on that. Let's see. We're doing good with time. The next thing I want to bring up is let's go to sports. So Bronny James, the son of LeBron James, the now drafted by the Los Angeles Lakers. He's an NBA star now, or NBA player. And there was some questionable, like get you, to raise your eyebrows in a sense, right? Like, wait, what? How could that happen? So, as you know, LeBron James' son, Bronny James, was drafted recently in the NBA, the 2024 NBA draft, and he signed a deal with the Los Angeles Lakers. Out of all teams, the team where his daddy plays for, he was drafted by them, and his rookie contract was actually pretty, it's quite, he's already a rich kid to begin with, but it was for a good amount of money. It was like, I think 4 years. I'm actually pulling it up right here. It was 4 years, 7.9. That's his rookie contract, $7.9 million. Now, drafted 55th overall pick in the draft, and they start to use a comparison. So in 2023, the 55th overall pick, Isaiah Wong, his contract is a two-way contract worth $560,000. Now, going back to Bronny James, his 4-year, $7.9 million deal is fully guaranteed. Now, a lot of people are questioning, like, well, that's something not right, because at the same, what makes them different? Well, I'll be honest. It's not what you know, it's who you know. When your dad is LeBron James and he's drafted to the team that his dad plays for, of course you're going to get certain pools like that. And you're going to also receive so many what's the word I'm looking for? He's probably represented by the exact same agent that LeBron James has. So you're going to get the best of the best representing you, making sure that you get the best deal. The best deal ever. So to go a little more in depth with this, Isaiah Wong, I'm reading his stats right here. 24, I believe, 24, 23 years old. 23 years old. He was the ACC Player of the Year and played 4 years with the Miami Hurricanes. Helped lead them to a Final Four in 2023. It also, I'm looking at his first year with the University of Miami. He averaged around like 7.7 points a game. Played in 31 games, started in 13. And then from there on, the progression started to increase. He averaged between 17 to 14 points a game playing with University of Miami, and he started in pretty much all games, like 37 games. And he was, successful, right? Successful collegiate career. Now looking at his size, he's 6'3", 185. Bronny is a little bit larger, if I'm not mistaken. But if I go to Bronny stats, okay. Bronny is, as I mentioned, okay, yeah, he's 6'2", 210. He played 1 year at USC, had a health scare there. Hey, I think he had cardiac arrest, which was, it was very not very alarming, but it was extremely sad, and just it was a scary moment, I know, for the James family, but also just, for people that were always intrigued and tuning in to, oh, how's the success going with, Bronny? Is he going to continue to play sports after having that? Like, it was, it was pretty scary. So he did 1 year at USC, played in 25 games, started in six games. You hear me? 6 games, averaged 4.8 points, 4.8 points a game. Not even 5, almost 5 points a game. That's what he averaged. And this guy has a 4-year, almost $8 million guaranteed deal as a rookie, right? So in going comparisons, it's going to be an ongoing debate. Is he worth the money? Right? Is he worth it, or is it just all hype? Right? People did they just draft him just so they can witness seeing history? Oh, a father-son playing on the exact same team. You haven't seen it since the Griffeys, in baseball. So, like, is this a big, is this all hype, or is this actually true? So, this was reported by Sports Kita. Bronny's father, LeBron James, also reported agreed to return to the Lakers following a 2-year, $104 million deal. Wow. Again, 2 years, and he's getting paid over $100 million for those 2 years. That tells you, great agent. This means that basketball fans are guaranteed to witness the first father-son duo in NBA history. Jeff Goodman, a basketball analyst, quoted the Athletics NBA insider Shams tweet about Bronny Lakers deal, comparing it with last season's 55 overall pick, Isaiah Wong. Now, obviously, it's going viral. Some people are saying that Isaiah Wong was drafted 55th pick a year ago. He signed a 2-year deal, earned somewhere between 600 to 700. Goodman wrote, he also shared, however, fans wasted no time pushing back. They're saying Wong will sell 5 jerseys. He kind of has some truth with that. Because, again, no one knew who he was. No one knows who Wong. No one paid attention at the 55th overall pick, especially if he's a two-way player, because you're not starting. You don't get a lot of playing time in NBA because you're playing most of the time on the developmental team, and then you're also playing with the pro team. Other people have said, sounds like Wong doesn't have a dad playing in the NBA. Good argument. Again, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And also says, sounds like Wong needs a better agent because Trace Jackson Davis was drafted 57th and Chris Livingston 58th, and they both got basically the same deal as Bronny. So if you're listening to Isaiah Wong, you might need to talk with your agent, because a lot of people are bringing that up as well. I don't know if you have the same person representing you from when you entered into the NBA, but the NBA makes too much money not to make that make it at least a $2 million increase or $1 million up there. Like that's $560,000. Still a lot of money. Still a lot of money. But again, when you worked your tail off and you have a great resume on paper, I mean, ACC Player of the Year out of all ACC schools, you have a great resume. So it's like, okay, if I put in the work, shouldn't that result in my wages? Shouldn't it? Okay, then. Some other comments that says stop brings salary to so the same as any other second rounder who's not signed on a two-way contract. Same contract Max Christie got. Want wasn't signed to an actual roster spot. Please stop with this nonsense. Look, and it could be nonsense, y'all. It could be nonsense, but I want to be a part of the nonsense because it's viral. It's stuff that's trending. Okay. It will be curious to see how Bronny does in the NBA. I will be glued to the television screen. I don't know about you guys, but I will be glued to see again the first ever father-son duo in NBA history. Seeing how they might even look up and even make it further in the in the playoffs. They might even win the finals. You never know. Think about the story. The first ever father-son duo in the NBA, and they happen to help lead the team to victory. Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be good? That'll be cool, won't it? See, you're welcome, NBA. I want my cut because I already know the bets and all that stuff. Them sports bets, they already start reeling them right now. You already know they got those sports bets going on for how is he gonna do in the NBA? Is he gonna progress? Is he gonna do this and that and this? So I can see everybody now talking about it. So it will be interesting. It will be interesting. But until then, we will continue to read more and learn more about this. I'm gonna bring on, matter of fact, my brother-in-law, who is a former professional basketball player. I will like to get his take on it, and we'll have a good time on that. But so, ladies and gents, I think we're getting close to that time. So much stuff to impact. I left off a couple of other stories that I'll hold for the next time you get to chop it up with your boy here on the program. Again, you can tune into the Arrington Gavin show on all digital and streaming platforms. So new episodes on all digital and streaming platforms drop Monday through Thursdays at 7 p.m. on Rumble, YouTube, all podcast platforms, Facebook, X as well. But you can also tune into the Arrington Gavin show on the radio waves, WDJY 99.1 FM, straight talk out of the Metro Atlanta area, Monday through Fridays at 11 p.m. That's right, weeknight, late night show vibes, man. We have a great time. So honored and excited to be a part of this growing radio station, the successful growing talk radio station. You can also listen on, if you're not in the, you can also listen on WDJYFM.com as well. So multiple ways you can tune into the Arrington Gavin show. Be sure to share, spread the word about the program. Continue to follow, like, all that stuff. Follow us on Instagram. Tune in for new episodes of the Arrington Gavin show. See you next time, my friends. Y'all take care. God bless.